Money do your apps need to make in order for you to retire? Hi, I'm Jerome Parker, and today on CodeLife is exactly what we're going to discuss.
Perfect, 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 perfect.
How much money do you need for your apps to make in order for you to live, basically off of your apps or retire early, be financially independent, what have you? This is probably the number one question I get from people when they ask me about app investing. For those of you who are new to my channel, hi, my name is Jerome Parker. I am a software engineer and entrepreneur from Louisville, Kentucky. I am an ex-senior engineer I worked at Apple. I worked at Sephora, I worked at Dell, GE, and a bunch of other companies. Now, currently, in addition to running this YouTube channel, I run an app consultancy. I'm CTO of the Genius Allegiance, and I have a couple startups. So one of the things I love doing is investing in apps, and particularly the apps that I create and I monetize. I'm trying to reach a point where, my whole existence is basically just those apps. Not saying that that's the only source of money I'm making, but that is the only source of money that's paying for my existence. Everything else is just completely excess money. All my other companies, when I do speaking engagements, consultations, I'm still going to do those things. But if I could quantify my life, it's all being paid for from just this stream of income, my app portfolio. So let me start off by saying that I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. I'm simply going to tell you the things that I am currently doing with my portfolio, and your situation will be different. You'll have to do things that will accommodate your situation. So the very first thing that I tell people when they ask, well, how much do I need my apps to make for me to be financially independent or whatever? Well, I tell them for me, I wouldn't even start thinking about it until my apps are paying for at least all of my bills. Because if your apps aren't paying for your bills, then, what are you retiring on? You can't really retire or be independent in any sense of the word. So first step, get your app income where it's paying one bill, like, your phone bill. Next build up to is paying your rent. Then it's paying your phone bill and your rent. Then it's paying your water bill, et cetera, until all of your necessities are paid for. At that point, you can kind of live life and be like, whew, I know that if I just sit in bed all day, I can still eat and pay my phone bill, internet, et cetera. The next step, what I tell people is bring up your app portfolio income, and this is the current step that I'm on, is bringing my app income where each month I'm generating 3 months worth of expenses. Okay. So, right now my apps pay for, majority of my bills. So that's good. But I want to get it to a point where each month I'm getting 3 months worth of income. So at any given point in time, if my apps cut off or whatever, I still have 3 months worth of living. Now, if I save that up and do that for a year, which is the third step, prove that you can do this for 1 year at 3 months the revenue, then you basically have 3 years worth of income saved up. If you're saving your money by the end of those 12 months. Now you can pretty much focus and live off of this stream of income, because at the very minimum, if you've saved your money, you have 3 years worth of expenses. So you can spend your time, growing that, or, if it's reached a point where it's just completely self-sustainable, you can live off that for, a few years. Basically, whatever 25 divided by 3 is, you can't do the math, 8 something. You can get that, let's say 10 years. If you can keep that for 10 years going strong, making that income, you can probably reliably just invest that money and live off the 4% rule at that point. For those of you who aren't familiar with the 4% rule, just go to YouTube and search, 4% FIRE investing and have fun. So everyone, this has been Jerome Parker. This is a pretty generic answer, my answer from my situation of how much money do you need in order to make a living off just your apps. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, please do. Also, check out my latest course, Intro to Web Development, on my website, jeromeparker.com. It is currently on sale for $10, so you can get it while it lasts. If you would like to sponsor this channel, head over to my Patreon, patreon.com/join/mastershake08. I give content for my patrons, not only on my Patreon channel, but on my website, jeromeparker.com. And lastly, head over to the store and check out the CodeLife merchandise. I have CodeLife t-shirts, CodeLife leggings, CodeLife beanies, everything. So please go check it out. That is over on my website, jeromeparker.com. Talk to you guys later.